Hey friends, it's Susan. Welcome to the Age of Becoming, and today a movement snack. And it may even make you laugh because today's movement snack is about standing. Standing, of course, is something that we do all the time. And like many things that we do all the time, it can be very habitual. And what I'm inviting is two things. One is to stand more often. Most of us are sitting most of the time. And so giving yourself opportunities to stand and work gives your body different loads and different stressors that help it stay healthy. Secondly, when you're standing, notice how you're standing and choose different ways of standing. So let me show you something that is very common. It's something that I do a lot. I've got a chair here. Imagine that this is a countertop, or I find I do this in stores a lot when I go to the cash register. Imagine this is here. Something that I catch myself doing a lot is shifting my hips forward into the countertop and shifting my chin forward and shoulders forward. Right. So both the chin and shoulders is very derivative of being on the computer, on our phones, in our cars, right? But the hips also contribute to strain on the low back and not firing through the back of the legs. So the muscles at the back of the legs are the biggest, strongest muscles. So when we're standing, a better alignment, a more healthful alignment, is more weight in your heels, hips over your ankle joints. And then that allows some opening through your chest, right? Without jutting the chest, right? So sometimes when we say stand up straight, people have this kind of response, which of course is not straight. We want to feel this stack from ankle joint, hip joint to shoulder and ear. Yeah? That feels more straight. Now, that being said, that there are no right ways of standing, but knowing what your tendencies and habits are and knowing how the body is designed to work is important for a healthful alignment and healthful development of muscles and connective tissue. So if you have, for example, low back pain or neck pain, check out what your habit is for standing. My recommendation is to take yourself in front of a mirror, a full-length mirror if you've got one, and without looking at the mirror, just stand your normal way. Just stand like you're waiting in line and check out what's happening in your body. Now, the other thing I want to point out here is that standing is a dynamic thing. So if you want, just grab your stance here and let your feet come close together as is comfortable, and close your eyes. And take a couple of breaths and just notice what's happening in your body. Notice how the feet, and for me, I can feel it in my lower legs. I can feel it in my upper legs. I can even feel it in my hips and core, that there is this constant firing and releasing of muscle. So throughout the day, my invitation is to play with different ways of standing, right? So say you've got some kind of setup, you lift up your computer so you can stand. You could play with a wider stance. You could play with your toes out. You could play with your toes parallel. You can play with balancing or just lightly being on one foot, right? Give your body a variety of sensations in the standing position. And if you're like me, your habit of standing with hips forward is really old and deep, and it may take a long time to break it. And if you notice, whenever you notice your habit, just take a breath, notice what you're doing, and then make a choice, make an adjustment that feels good. All right, here's to standing more and standing more in more awareness. Breathe deep, friends. Shine bright and show up. Mwah.